Welcome back, everyone, to episode 165 of the Craftverse series. Last week, we went ahead and buffed up the Guardian farm, and off camera, I tested it. It didn't go so well, so I had to do a little bit more adjustment, but it's extremely effective now. 2 solid nights of AFK, no issues. I'll bring you over there real quick, and we'll go take a look. It's going to look just a bit different than the thumbnails from the last episode. Not too different, but enough. You'll see there's a lot less glass right up at the top, because apparently you can't have non-solid blocks around a kill chamber. It just pushes them through it. So I went ahead and left just a little bit here. The rest of this is still glass, but that is entirely light and or solid block. You might see a tail or fin poke through a little bit here or there, but for the most part, you won't see too much of that. This is the easiest way to fly in. I just like closing that just to be safe. And we have this little area down here. These are the results of 2 nights of AFK. 1 fish, 2 fish. Surprisingly, not that many fish. But we have all of these. All the shards from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and a third-ish. Nothing slipped through that side. This is the side that's going to get most of the traffic. So 1, 2, 2.5-ish fish. 1, 2, 2.5 crystal. Okay, we're just going to jump ahead. That's 3. So 3 and maybe a 4th on this side. So for some reason we actually got more shards on the left side than the right. Maybe I fixed it? I'm not sure. But still, that's quite a good rate for a couple nights of AFK. It's only like 6 to 8 hours per night. And not even on the main account that actually put them through. I'm just running my alt account. Because this one doesn't really offer me the ability to do that. But, slight change, big adjustment, and extremely functional. So now, we're going to do something a little bit different. A little bit more airtime. Sling my way over here. Because we've got quite a bit of aesthetic going on, but this is still just carpets. And if you've been paying attention to the AM Community SMP base that I have, the top of this is essentially identical. I just need to replace the middle section because I have a nice little build that I have planned. So I am actually going to get a thumbnail real quick, which I should normally do off camera, but you know what? You guys are cool. You can see the vision. This is actually a much better visual to have when I do this. Nothing like the occasional backdoor view. Wait, advanced settings. Ooh, okay, they did change some things. This is update 1.21.80, by the way. Thumbnail. All right. Now I need to grab this box. Okay, I never crafted those. Do I have another one? Yes, I do. Good. So this is the box I actually need. Immediately, anyway. And I've got 3 spots open to grab these. Good. So we're going to go grab all of these cyan. Actually, I think I might want to leave one of them. No, I'm going to turn that into purple. I'm going to have a little bit of a structure wrap around this. And it's going to look lovely. Something a little bit more than just looking at stone and trees from the distance. Nothing like breaking a bunch of carpets using a fish. One downside of doing this at night is if anything isn't as properly lit up as it needs to be, we might end up with some spawns. But luckily there shouldn't be any sheep or cows or anything up here, because that's not a grass block, that is a wood block. Is it just me, or does it feel just slightly laggy? It shouldn't feel quite as laggy going forward like that. So they might release another patch for something like that in the near future. Oop, I missed one. How rude. Okay, first we want to make sure we get the full outline and then break open the pieces that don't need to be there. Which include this one, the one directly across, this one, the one directly across, and this one. Did I do another one in the middle? I don't remember. Possibly. You know what, we're going to do another one in the middle just because I don't remember if I did. Yeah, that looks about right. All right, so now I'm going to repeat the process on this end. That's pretty much all of this tough block that I need. The rest are walls and iron bars for the next stage. Let me know in the comments if at the end of this build you would have changed anything about the block palette, or perhaps the carpet colorings. So I think light colors like lime show up better on a map as far as grass is concerned. And it feels weird to me that tough being a gray block shows up brown on the map. But it is oddly fitting because this is a tree farm. So I'm just gonna skip that one. Skip you, right? Yes. Which means these leaves gotta go. But just those ones. The rest of them are fine. Not particularly in the way. Where's the midpoint? Right there. Yeah, it is a bit laggy, which is kind of odd. Maybe it's my device, maybe it's the server, I don't really know. I don't have a region set, if that matters. So it's just running off whatever region it wants. I feel like these should be cleared out. Not for any other reason than just being able to walk through, but it should be cleared out. Alright, so I'm done with this block, and I have 2.5 stacks exactly extra. Now for these, won't be needing that anymore. I'll just use this. And then here. Can you get the feel for the vibe I'm going for here? Kind of Mausoleum-esque. Honestly, that was not the original intent behind the build, but it's what it turned out being. You can choose to believe me or not. It is your desire. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yes. Apparently I can't pick that up because I put them away. Now we do the same thing here. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double up the stack. It's nice going into it with a plan. Okay. One side's in. That's not where you go. That's where you go. I'm really not concerned at the moment if the trees come up to the wall. It seems to be working out just fine, not really connecting and splitting it off. How did I skip this side? Okay. One layer is in, now I have to do this side. I did get the front good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of these put in place and then go around with all the iron bars this time just to see if this way is a little easier. Speaking of easy, if you wanted an easier way to measure it out, just look for the divide lines. Because right over here is the exact same thing. It goes into the divide between the three. It's where working with odd numbers is the blessing of Minecraft. Shoot there. This way I don't even have to count it out. I can just go by what I've already done. Then just double check and make sure they're all in the correct position. Looks like we're good. And then just pick a side and start placing. Of course, my neighbor has to be doing yard work. It's very loud. I can hear them through my headphones. Hopefully you guys can't pick that up. So I'm trying to incorporate a little bit of everything I've ever built into this series. Which means I have quite a few more farms left to build. Not the least of which being that honey farm I still need. Yeah, I didn't forget. We didn't go get those bees a couple weeks ago for nothing. Okay, definitely need to ensure I get all blocks covered before I start getting skelly horses up here, because that's not a good timing. Normally you would not want to be working with iron bars in a lightning storm. That would just be tantamount to going zappy zap. But things don't tend to spawn on those, thankfully, so... Alright. Used every single one that I had here. Let's put those away. Grab all those. Oh, landed up there. I can live with that. This just ensures that we get 0 spawns no matter what. Oh, good. So the middle has to have these. Not up like that. Silly. It's actually a lot easier if I just do it from this side first. So then I can target the flat part of the stair. Like so. Yeah, okay. Also, normally you would not want to be flying in a lightning storm, but you know what? We don't do things the normal way here. These are spawn-proofed. Let's finish getting this side in. Oh, that was these leaves. I thought that was a silverfish. I'm like, why is that a silent silverfish just chilling there? It's not. It's a leaf. So the aesthetic is already doing its job and creeping me out. Yeet. Never mind. I got leafed. Leaves, the anti-yeet. It's fine. That actually makes that a bit easier. Success. Okay. There are ways around adversity. That is not one of them. Okay. Who said? Okay, this should be fully wrapped around with the first layer. Looks like I didn't miss anyone. Now for the fun part. Getting all of the middle ones in. These just being slabs means light can still come through, but it does make for a landing platform. Okay, and now for ease I can do this. Oh, would you look at that, I ran out. Did I happen to have any more in here? I did. Good job, me. Alright, so now I have to put these in. Yeah, there's 6 in between each one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place should line up with a pedestal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place lines up with a gateway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place another pedestal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place another gateway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place and pedestal. Now we can't really put them here because these are top slabs. But we do have lighting going all the way into the middle, which is what I was going for. So now we just have to do this all the way down the side and hope we don't get stopped by a tree or another tree. Technically speaking, I can just do this. That didn't work. Haha. That's all I needed you to do. Get outsmarted, nerd. Give me those back. Now let's do a little test. So being able to fly up here and land should be a little bit easier. Nice little landing pad. tree in the way. Tree in the way. Almost done, guys. It's just a regular white horse. Okay, I thought that was a skelly horse at first because of the lightning storm. Not gonna lie. It's a bit nervous that there would have been one. From this distance, I could have easily just taken out the riders, but still. Don't need any more stairs for the build, because we're done. That actually didn't take that long. And now I have something nice to look at. Let's go back up to our lovely little tree, get a bird's eye view of this thing. It would very much look a lot better without the rain, but still. I think it went pretty well. Let me know in the comments if there's any block palette change you would do, or if you would add on to this in any way. Because there are ways you could add on to it and make it look pretty nice, but I haven't thought of them. That's what I have you guys for. Let me know your ideas, and I'll keep in touch. See you tomorrow.